Hey everybody, this is Roll Hunter. We got $500 of Canadian dimes. We've got a hunt and we're hoping to fill some spots in our Lighthouse Vista album. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, this is James and you're watching my channel Roll Hunter. I got $500 of customer wrapped quarters. So we are going to see what we can find to fill some spaces in our album. We'll take a look at this album later when we compare everything that we've gotten against what we've got in the album. We're doing really, really well, but we know where we want to find some spot fillers, and that's in the silver. We've got 6 of 17 silver slots that are filled, meaning we've got 11 spots that we want to find a quarter to put in. Let's get started and see what we can do. Roll number 1 in our first find is going to be a provincial or territorial quarter. We can see that double date 1867 to 1992. We'll flip it over and it is Quebec. And just at the end of that roll, we're going to have a commemorative. It's 2013. So there is a possibility that this might be color. We'll see. And it is. It is a de Salaberry War of 1812 with that color maple leaf. That's a good find. Our first color in our first roll. And check it out, I just flipped this over. This is the very next coin, and we've got a Laura Secord. That's 2 color 1812 in the same roll. I've just laid out roll number 3, and our ender, the very first coin, is another provincial. It's the New Brunswick, and it looks to be in really nice shape. I'll just grab it by the edge. Nice and shiny, a little bit of circulation wear. But this is the low mint coin in this series. This is minted at just over 2 million. All of the other provincial coins are between, I'm going to say, around 11 and 14 million. So this is significantly lower than all of the rest of them. There's also a very rare variety you can find in this one, and that is the coin orientation. Canadian coins are metal orientation, so you flip it sideways. This is the regular metal orientation, but a coin orientation would be flipping it like an American coin to see the queen sort of right side up. So this isn't the rare variety, but it's a really nice one, a 1992 New Brunswick provincial quarter. A little further back in that roll, we have another one that's also in really nice condition. I'm not sure. We haven't found anything else in here that would suggest that this would be a collection dump or anything, but we'll have to keep our eyes open. That is another really nice low mintage New Brunswick in the same roll. So we'll cross our fingers that there's something interesting happening here. Same roll, we're going to have our first 4, and it's our first American of the hunt. This is going to be minted in Philadelphia. We'll see what it is. It is the Kansas State quarter. We'll flip it back, and it definitely says "In God We Trust," not the "In God We Rust." Roll number 4, we've got the crowned portrait of the queen. This is another commemorative. We'll see what it is. It is a beautiful looking 2000. This is the health. They had a different coin every month. This one is a really great one. We'll hold that aside. A little further back, another really beautiful one. This is the men's hockey non-color version. Look at that. In excellent condition. We'll hold that aside, absolutely. And right behind it, a very beautiful looking Olympic. That is the aerial skiing. I'm not sure if we're getting a whole bunch of commemoratives in here, but so far we're really early and we're finding some really nice coins. Yeah, just a few coins back, another Olympic. This one is going to be the downhill skiing. Still in the same roll, just a couple coins back, another one. This looks like a 70s or 80s. This is a really nice looking 88. We can check against the album and see if this might be an upgrade. That's a nice one too. And right at the very back, we've got our first 2022 quarter. So this is an album filler. It's a new spot that's opened up in the album with the new coins. And it's pretty late in the year, but that's what I find every year. The 2022s, or I guess the new current year, they come out pretty late. And there it is. It's a gorgeous looking 2022 Caribou quarter. That's a space filler in the album, absolutely. Roll 5, it's pretty circulated, but we've got ourselves the 2015 Canada flag non-color version. We'll take it. We'll take it. That's a great one. Roll 6, another nice looking one, and this one we can tell is going to be a commemorative because it's got that Nice portrait of the Queen there, but there's no composition mark and there's no Royal Canadian Mint logo. We'll flip it over, and that is all of the whales. This one has the frosted beluga calves. So there's two versions of this one, the frosted calves and one that has more frosting on the bowhead whale in front. Second last coin of the roll, it's a 1968, so you know what that means. We get to check that one with our trusty magnet to see if it is silver or if it's nickel. And it is definitely nickel. So it's not the silver one that's a transitional year. You could find a 1968 in either silver or nickel, and you got to check them all. We got another commemorative. It's a 2015. This is going to give us a shot for color again. But no, it's the non-colored Big Poppy. That's another nice one. And I saw right behind there an American. Looks like an older one. We'll see what we got. This one is a 1988. That is just our second US of the box so far. And just a little further back, we got another commemorative provincial quarter. This one is an Alberta. Roll number 9 is going to give us another gorgeous Olympic. It is a downhill skiing. And I just flipped it over. It is a 2004, a really nice one too. That is the colorized poppy. That's our third color of the box. Roll 10, we're going to get another Olympic medal commemorative. This one is a nice looking women's hockey. And just in the same roll, a little further back, this one is even nicer. This one might be flawless. Look at that. And still in the same roll, a little further back, another 2004 color poppy. We're going to have another one. We're going to have to flip it over to see what it is. Again, no composition mark, no Royal Canadian Mint logo. And it is the 2010 double poppy. Really nice. Roll number 12, we're going to have something here. It is nice and shiny. This one is the 2000 commemorative. This is the Millennium Pride. There is a rotated die we could look for on this one, but this is not it. This is standard orientation, but that's a good find again. I just found another really nice 2000 Pride. I didn't show you that, but I will show you this. We got another bright and shiny looking provincial. This one is a third New Brunswick. That is just crazy. I've never found 3 in a box before, and we're not even at the halfway point. Roll 14, there's another really nice commemorative. That's a Cindy Clausen. I'm not exactly sure what's happening here. We're finding lots of common coins. We're finding lots of newer coins, like 2021s, 2020s. So it seems like it's just a random assortment of circulating coins, except that we just continue to find some really, really nice commemoratives in really great shape. So I'm not exactly certain. It's not like a collection dump where they're all commemoratives, but we're certainly finding more than our fair share of beautiful looking commemorative coins. Roll number 15 is going to give us our first Mountie, our first chance to see if we can find that really rare and valuable large bust. We'll flip it over, and it is not. Lots of detail on the hair. That's not what we're looking for. This is the very common small bust. Back-to-back finds in roll number 16. This is going to be a really nice 2011 Orca. And then we're going to have a 1998 American. That is our third US. This one out of Philadelphia. A little further back, another keeper this December 1999. Very next roll, 17, we're going to have a really nice looking. Another Kansas State quarter from 2005. This one out of Denver. Very nice looking. Well, a quick edge check of roll number 18 tells us we're going to get shorted. It looks like we got a nickel in our quarter roll. And I can see we've also got an American, and it looks like it's a new one. So, well, I'll throw it down here. We'll see what we got. We got a 2011 shorted 20 cents. And that American, if we can see what that is. That is a 2012 Denali. Another nice looking American commemorative out of Denver. Roll 19, I've got a 1978 under the scope, and it is one of the less common small denticles, the 1978 small denticle, rather than the large denticles, which would be pretty significantly out towards the numbers here. Roll 20, and we're going to have ourselves a pretty good looking 1977. Not a lot of circulation, where that is definitely above average. I have a feeling we've got a really nice 77 in the album, but we'll hold this aside and just take a peek. Roll 24, and here is something I've actually never seen in a Canadian coin roll hunt, a counter-stamped quarter. It looks like it's got the peace symbol stamped in where it should say 25 cents. Let's take a quick peek here. Well, there you have it. There is our counter stamp right on top of the 25 cents. And the way it looks on the camera, it almost looks like that is raised, but it is definitely not. It is stamped into the coin. And so that's a really neat one. We'll file that under miscellaneous. Roll 29, we're going to have another nice provincial. We'll flip it over, and it is the Saskatchewan. And just a couple coins later, this one looks a little bit more circulated. This one is an Alberta. Second coin of roll 30, it's another poppy, but it's a bit of a different one. This is the 2008 poppy we haven't seen yet this hunt. Same roll, we're going to have another state quarter. It's an Oregon from 2005. I'll flip it over and we'll see that it is the Philadelphia minted quarter. Roll number 31, and we've got ourselves definitely a better than average older Elizabeth. This is a 1976. Maybe one we can check against the album. Roll 33, we found a 1983. This one looks to be in pretty good shape, and this is a low mint semi-key date. And definitely a keeper and perhaps one for the album. Same roll, another beauty. Also in the 80s, there is a 1989. That is gorgeous. Roll number 38, we got another US. This is a 2015 Kisachi from Philadelphia. Roll 41, we've got another 2000 health. I've actually pulled out two of these that were in really good shape. And I saw at the back a US that looked in really good shape. Look at that. That is beautiful. No wear at all on the breast feathers of the eagle. Just a 1997 Philadelphia, but this might upgrade in my own collection. That one is a beauty. Roll number 44, another beauty, another 1976. This one even nicer than the last. That is just gorgeous. Roll number 46, already we've got more color. This time it is the 2006 Breast Cancer Awareness. And this is the first one we've had, and this is one of the most plentiful, and this is the one we might find more often than not. But today, just one. Got a few more rolls for another, but that's a little bit uncharacteristic for any of my hunts if you've seen them. Same roll, we've got our first Hope for a Green Future. It's so gleaming, you can see my reflection in the coin, on the face of that coin. That is really nice. There's also a color version of this as well that we want to look for, but this is a great one. Roll 50, last roll, last chance for silver, last chance for any goodies. We'll see what we got. Well, it's not silver, but we did find a US. It is a Philadelphia minted Maryland state quarter from 2000. So we finished that hunt of 50 rolls of customer wrapped quarters. We didn't find any silver, but we did get some good stuff anyhow. That's just the way it is with coin roll hunting. I've laid everything out here for us to see. I'm not going to go through everything. On the right-hand side are just a whole bunch of really nice, there's a bunch of nice commemoratives. I'm going to go through them and see if any might possibly upgrade the album. And I don't know if they will, because our album was looking really, really good. But I might keep any that are in exceptional condition if they don't upgrade the album in my tubes. And there are some older caribous, but we'll go through the more notable finds. We did get 10 US quarters, including that really nice 1997. In fact, there are a few really nice ones in there. We got a 2011 nickel. That's not great. 20 cents short. And we got that counter-stamped 2014 quarter with the peace emblem on it. We got 10 colorized quarters. That's less than we normally get. We got 4 of the 2004 poppy. We ended up with 2 of the 2006 breast cancer, a 2008 poppy, the 2010 double poppy, and a couple of the War of 1812 commemoratives, the Laura Secord and the Charles de Salaberry. Our more interesting finds here too, we got a bunch of provincials, and we got 3 of the New Brunswick lower mintage ones in really, really nice shape. We'll be keeping those for sure, and I'll keep any others that are in good condition. We got some 1999 and 2000 Millennium quarters, and a few that were also in great shape as well. And then our best finds in sort of standard issue caribou, we got this 1976 and this 1989. Really, really nice, both of them. And we also got a stack of 2022. So we did end up with an album filler. We're going to have something going in that album today. I'll pick the best one for the album and the best one for my collection because I don't have one in my own collection. So we've filled something, and I'll look through the album and provide a final wrap up. Okay, we've had a look at everything, and we had that edition, that 2022 filled a spot in here. We are now sitting at 148 of 170 spots on this album. Things are looking really, really good. And we had a whole bunch of upgraders too. So if I just move back a bit in this, we did upgrade that 1976. That was a great addition. If I flip over, that beautiful 1989 was a definite upgrade. We updated a couple of those provincial quarters. We updated the 2020 or 1992, I should say, Saskatchewan, as well as the New Brunswick. And we had a few really nice ones to pick from. So that was really great. And we also upgraded this 1990. And I think there was one other that we upgraded. If I just keep flipping through, it is going to be the 2013, one of the Arctic symbols, the whales here, was in an upgrader. It was that reverse B there with the two frosted calves, a beautiful coin. So we have made a great dent in here. Of course, there's still a lot of silver spots. This album starts in 1953, and we don't have anything in the 50s, and we don't have a 1960. We've got some of the 60s, but there's still some ways to go here. So our future hunts, we're hoping we can fill some of these silver spots. I hope you enjoyed this quarter hunt and album fill. If you did, please give the video a like. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done that. I've got new videos coming out all the time, so you'll want to know when those are. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again soon.